Welcome back, YouTube family. Today I wanted to tell a quick story about a gift that I was given by a blackbird probably about 9 years ago. So if you're new here, my name is Tiffany, and this is my new YouTube channel called Growing Up Shaman, where I tell true stories about non-ordinary reality from the perspective of a shaman. So when I bought this house about 9 years ago, I remember having this little bit of paranoia about locking myself out of the house. So what I did was I put a spare key underneath a log that was near the front entrance. And I never needed to use that spare key, but I remember one day wondering if it was still there. So I went to go check, and I was surprised to find that the key was missing. And I remember looking around, checking to see if the neighbors had been watching or if they knew where my little secret hidden spare key spot was, but nobody was looking, nobody was around, but yet I still felt like I was being watched. And so I looked up, and when I looked up, there was a lone crow that was just like in the tree right above me, just staring at me. And I remember thinking to myself, do you have something to do with this? I hope you didn't take my spare key. But, anyways, there was nothing I could do about it, right? And so the next day, I remember coming home, and guess what I found? Directly beneath my bird feeder that I had just placed on my porch. It was like hanging from like a rafter up here, but it was directly in front of my front door. And yeah, I had cleaned the porch the day before, like pressure washed the floor, so I knew the floor was spotless. And yet this day, I had found this beautiful silver key. It looked brand spanking new. And I remember thinking to myself, "Oh my God, is this the key that I was looking for yesterday? Is there any way that maybe that bird that saw me looking for my key actually knew that I was looking for it and attempted to replace it?" So what I did was I took this key, which is right here, by the way. I took this key and I tried it on my front door to see if it would work. And unfortunately, it did not even go in all the way. But still, I had this feeling like I had been gifted this key by this crow that I had seen the day before. And it really I didn't know what to think about it, for the longest time. But what I did do is I actually took this key and I put it on my altar, and it's been there ever since. And only just recently I began to understand the significance of keys and crows. And so, for those of you who don't know, Hecate, who is a very ancient goddess, she is known among many things as the keeper of keys. And so, she's also associated with blackbirds and black hounds. So, I put two and two together and realized that this was just a gift that Hecate was giving me, trying to reach out to me, but it took me 50 years to figure out who she was. And anyways, I just wanted to share that story with you guys because I thought it was so cool. And I also wanted to encourage you guys to feed your own birds. If you like birds like I do, I would consider, getting a bird feeder so you can help out the winged brothers and sisters of ours. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.